some relationships don't end with a big fight, they don't end with betrayal or slammed doors. They end quietly. They end with you slowly adjusting, making excuses, and losing parts of yourself you don't even realize are disappearing. You stay because you remember how it started, you stay because you see their potential, you stay because leaving feels scarier than staying. But love isn't meant to feel like emotional survival. Today, we're talking about 5 signs you deserve better in a relationship, not more patience, not more effort, but better treatment. And if at any point this feels uncomfortably familiar, pause, breathe, and remind yourself, awareness is not weakness. Gentle pause if you feel safe doing so, like this video, it helps this message reach the hearts that need it most. Sign 1, you feel lonelier with them than without them. Voiceover, the first sign is quiet but deeply painful. You feel lonelier with them than you ever did alone. You sit next to them but you don't feel connected, you talk but you don't feel heard, you exist together but you feel emotionally separate. So you stop reaching out, you stop explaining your feelings, you stop expecting emotional presence. Not because you don't care, but because disappointment hurts more than silence. Loneliness like this is dangerous because it teaches you to settle for crumbs and call it closeness. Love should make you feel seen, not emotionally abandoned. Sign 2, you're always explaining yourself, never being understood. The second sign is emotional exhaustion. You explain your feelings carefully, you choose your words gently, you rehearse conversations in your head before having them. And still you're misunderstood. Your feelings are dissected instead of respected, your tone is questioned instead of your pain being acknowledged, your boundaries are treated like accusations. You walk away wondering, did I say it wrong? Was I too emotional? Should I have stayed quiet? But clarity isn't the issue. Understanding requires empathy, and not everyone is willing to look beyond themselves. If someone keeps misunderstanding you, it may not be confusion, it may be avoidance. Sign 3, your needs are labeled as too much. The third sign slowly breaks your self-trust. You express a need, and you're told you're asking for too much. You want consistency, you're needy, you want reassurance, you're insecure, you want effort, you're demanding. So you start shrinking. You minimize your feelings, you lower your expectations, you convince yourself that wanting more makes you difficult. But love is not about enduring discomfort in silence. Healthy love does not require you to abandon your needs just to be chosen. If someone benefits from you asking for less, that doesn't make your needs unreasonable, it makes the relationship unbalanced. Sign 4, you're always the one trying to fix things. The fourth sign is emotional imbalance. You're the one initiating hard conversations, apologizing first, searching for ways to communicate better. You reflect, you self-correct, you carry the emotional responsibility for 2 people. Meanwhile, they remain comfortable. But love isn't proven by how much pain you can endure, and relationships aren't meant to be carried on one back. You cannot love someone into accountability, you cannot heal someone who refuses to self-reflect, and you cannot fix something you didn't break alone. Effort should be mutual, not something you beg for. Sign 5, you feel like you have to earn love. The fifth sign is the most revealing. Love feels conditional. When you're calm, things are good. When you speak up, distance appears. When you disagree, affection disappears. So you learn to behave. You choose silence over honesty, peacekeeping over truth, performance over authenticity. But real love doesn't make you audition. It doesn't punish vulnerability, it doesn't withdraw when you're human. You should never feel like love is a reward for good behavior. Sometimes we don't stay because we're loved. We stay because it's familiar. We choose known pain over unknown peace because uncertainty feels terrifying. But familiarity is not safety, and fear is not a foundation for love. If you're standing at this crossroads, comment "Dear Heart" below. Naming it is often the first step toward change. Dear Heart, you don't need to be quieter to be loved, you don't need to shrink to be chosen, you don't need to suffer to prove loyalty. You deserve clarity, you deserve consistency, you deserve peace. And choosing better doesn't mean you failed. It means you finally listened to what your heart has been trying to tell you all along. If this video resonated, like it, share it with someone who needs these words, and subscribe to Dear Heart for more